Hey everybody, how's it going? I finally did it. I set up the bottom of the bench. You know, it's nice to have all the stuff that you use kind of, right there. So I got that done today. A little bit of extra time today. I got a day off work, and which is much needed. I'm just having a me day in the shop, hanging out, taking care of some stuff. I hung some saws up and just kind of putting parts away, organizing. I want to get on top of things. You guys know if you pull wrenches on saws, sometimes your shop can get a little cluttered. So I glued the impulse nipple into bucket cylinder today, and I'll show you guys that when it's finished. So yeah, I just figured, okay, let's do something. So we got the Pioneer P61. Sorry, here, I'll set it up for you guys. This is the one we unwrapped the other day. Thank you, Reid. Reid sent us this saw, and he said it has no spark. So before I shelf it, before I shelf it, I would like to go over it and see what does it need. I usually do that, like the ProMac 800 that Ben Shelton sent us. I usually I'll go over a saw, that one right there, okay, and I'll go over a saw and figure out what it needs. Then I can make a list, write it down, and then I can slowly look for parts, and then you know what I mean, guys? I'll slowly look for parts, and then that way when it's time to put it on the channel, I'm ready to rock and roll. So let's do that with this. And just kind of see where it's at in its life. I'm just looking for a bin here. I'm gonna grab a bin. Okay, let's start taking the saw apart. I'm gonna bring you guys in close. There's not a lot of info on these. There's not a lot of videos on them on YouTube on the P61. So if any of you guys have one, maybe these videos will help you. I'll bring you guys in close so that you guys can actually see what's going on. Just give me a second here. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I did do some cleaning and a quick look at this thing last night. It has no spark, and so I just wanted to look at what the coil looks like. I pulled the coil off and cleaned it and inspected it. It looks fine, but that's as far as I got yesterday. So let's continue. We're missing a couple of recoil bolts. Or one that I'm aware of. I think some of the home light bolts will fit. They look similar too, so they're period correct at least. I took the air box apart, looked at the carb. I cleaned the carb because it was just covered in dirt. Sorry, excuse me. Covered in dirt, and there's your air filter. Got this rubber box that goes around the carb. Kind of interesting. This has a Tillotson HS on it. Now, I noticed something here, folks, and this saw doesn't appear, from what I can see, to have an idle screw. Here, I'll zoom you guys right in. It looks like, here, when I pull the throttle, that just stops on the carb there. I'm not sure, so I think this might not be the right carb. No big deal though, right? I mean, let's be honest. We're probably going to port the snot out of this thing, aren't we? I mean, this is a serious saw for these parts. So if we're going to run a serious saw, we might as well make it really too serious. Okay, I'm going to blow this off. I want to keep myself as clean as I can right now. I'll just clean it off and then we'll keep going. Okay, I just blew it off quick. This thing's pretty cool. It has a manual override for the oiler. And it's in the right spot for your thumb. Being a Canadian fella, I'm kind of partial to these. These are a Canadian saw. And I have several Pioneers. I really like these Pioneers, and the more I look at them, the more I like them. I'm just gonna pull the recoil off. I mean, she's very, very open. Okay, I wiped this down last night, and this thing appears to have no spark. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna re-gap the coil, and I'm gonna clean the contacts on it. Maybe it's that. Another thing you can do is unplug this wire, okay? And if there's a short anywhere, okay? If there's a short anywhere, it's the same as you hitting the switch, right? The kill switch. So be mindful of that, and you can see that these come through here, okay? So I'm just gonna uncrack this. Yeah, I'll put you guys up a little higher here. How you guys doing today? It's actually quite nice out. I'm in shorts. I don't know if you guys, I guess you guys couldn't see that, but yeah, it's as a northern fella, I wear shorts for as long as I can. A large northern fella, I want to feel the cool breeze running across my legs for as long as I can, because believe me, in winter this fella's wearing Helly Hansen long underwear and Carhartt extreme Arctic pants pretty much every day. So okay, here's our coil. It's a it's probably a Prestolite. Yeah, Prestolite. And I did a quick look online. Looks like these are unobtainium, so perfect. This is the perfect project for this guy. I'll do something with this saw. I'll make it happen. If we got to make a bracket and put a different coil on, then that's what we're going to do. Because I really enjoy keeping these vintage power saws. Okay, so right away I can see there's some corrosion on these contacts. Same thing with here. So I'm going to clean that up with some sandpaper quickly, and then we'll bolt it back together and re-gap it. That's much better. Okay. Well, I'm liking working on this already. It's pretty simple. I shouldn't have said that though, because I'm going to find out that there's, you know, something going on, but okay. I'm just guessing on the gap for this thing, but that should do. I got three sheets of paper in there. And I'm just pushing it in to make sure it's seated. I don't think this is going to work, but I mean, you never know, right, folks? My whole thing is with this channel is I'm just having fun, and it's like I'm trying things on video, and sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. I mean, but that's what this is about. It's about sharing information with each other, because I've gotten a lot of information from you guys, and it's like we're all just sharing, right? Because let's be honest, there's not a lot of shops that work on this kind of stuff anymore. None that I'm aware of around here. Okay, we'll push that in there. Make sure it doesn't rub. She's nice and tight. Okay, well, we'll roll with that. Okay, I'm going to pull a spark plug now. Wherever my still spark plug wrench is. Just give me a second here. Okay, let's pull a spark plug. I threw a new spark plug in this last night. I never checked for spark or anything. I was getting ready for the time. Okay, the spark plug that was in it didn't look very good. This is just a brand new Oregon spark plug. Let's find out. Do you guys think this thing will work? I don't. My stuff works 100% of the time, 50% of the time. I'm usually not that lucky, folks. I gotta put the recoil on. Actually, I'll just put my drill on the end. Let's do it that way. Okay. Drill on the end of the flywheel. I am gonna push the decomp in. Really? Seriously? Like, hold on, guys. Technical difficulties with the drill. I'm gonna turn the light off. Remember what we're looking for, same as the Mac. We want blue spark. Okay, I don't know what I done. I checked this wire. Here. It's not frayed anywhere. Yeah. Okay, well, let's put this thing back in here. Zoom you guys back out. Let's see if we can get this thing to start. Yeah, Reid, buddy. Maybe that's not enough spark. I should turn the lights back on, shouldn't I? So I'm guessing those leads were just super corroded, because they were. And now, if I remember, this recoil is, yeah, I gotta make a spacer on my lathe for this. It's when I pulled it apart last night, it just won't come apart on me. Okay, let's see. Okay, recoil bolts. Trying to keep you guys in frame here. There we go. Which one goes where? Is that the long one? Sure, maybe, eh? Again, jack of all, master of none. I really like this saw. Reid, buddy, thank you. Even if that's not enough spark, because again, we don't know, right? We don't know if this saw is going to run or not. You never know. You never know with an old saw what it's going to do. Sorry, trying to keep my arms out of the way. Yeah, we'll find some new fasteners for this. I want to check out this handle. I want to see the goodness that's underneath all that tape. Hey, whatever, it gets the job done and it keeps the saw in service, is what I say. I don't know if this handle's aluminum or magnesium. If it was aluminum, could probably get it welded. Or something to that effect. Okay. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to check this carb. I'm going to show you guys something. I do this all the time, especially on these old Tillotson HS's. My diaphragm's right through this hole. If it moves freely, let's see if we can get the shot. Can we get the shot? Hold on, folks. I'll get the shot. Okay, there you go. See how far that moves? And it moves freely. That means that diaphragm's not rotten. That's what you want. Okay, I usually will do that, and if it moves, I'll give the saw a go. Okay, again, I don't know where the idle screw is on this saw. I don't know. Let's see what's going on here. Should we take this carb off, folks? Or do you think it's gonna run? I'm gonna pull this carb off and have a look-see. So here I am with the carb all apart and talking to you guys, and I forgot to hit record. The carb's clean, a little bit of dirt in the screen, but other than that, it's good. Fuel line feels okay. It's not stiff. Other thing we can do, check the fuel line in the tank. Piece of tag on. Yeah, no problem. It looks fine. It moves. These fuel lines are nice. They come through here, and there's a little nipple that screws into the tank here. So one line goes to there, and then the one in the tank goes to the other side of the nipple and down. Very simple setup, very effective, very easy to work on. There's no grommet going in. There's probably a grommet on that nipple, but because it never has lines going through it, you know what I mean? It's not going to rot. Okay, well, let's take this thing outside and see if it'll run. What do you guys think? Let's do her. Okay, friends, we're outside. It's super, super windy. Hopefully the wind noise isn't too bad. Okay. Little joke. Really? Time to answer a question. I get asked a lot, what are you doing when you're flipping the saw on its side? If a saw has leaky crank seals, typically if you put it on its side, it will either race or it'll die. That's a sure sign usually of leaky crank seals, or can be. I've also experienced if you have an air leak at the carb block, the saw will also die. But I can't believe this thing runs, friends. I gotta put you back in the mount. Let's see if it restarts. I don't know what to say. I did a lot of cleanup and just fiddling, but I guess even I get lucky sometimes. I always joke about that with my buddies. I never get lucky with saws. If I get a saw for me, it's like it needs something. Okay, we'll just it helps if I put more than a splash of fuel in there. Oh my. Reid, seriously buddy, thank you. Wow, this is a saw that I've wanted for a long time. Never found one. 100cc monster. I hear these things can cut. We'll throw this thing back on the bench again. We'll see what's going on with the handle, and I need to go over this whole power saw. There's pretty much most of the fasteners are loose, missing, damaged. Might as well pull the muffler off and see what's going on behind there. Wow. Wow. Oh, we got a fuel leak. Yeah, the fuel line's leaking, for sure it is. when I flip it over, it leaks. So there we go. There's something to fix. I bet you that grommet that I said never leaks is leaking. Okay, guys, there you go. Pioneer P61. Like I said, it's a me day, and wow, thank you, Reid. This thing's nice. We're gonna make this thing cut wood again for sure. As always, thanks for watching. Take her easy. We'll give her one more start if she's got enough fuel. Thanks for watching. Take her easy. This thing's 100% out of fuel. Later, guys. Thanks for watching. See you guys again.